What's up guys, I'm back today with another video. If you've been here before, welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time, thank you for tuning in, stopping by, and checking out the channel. I really do appreciate it. Before I continue, go ahead down below and like this video, hit your notification bell so you can see when I post, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me and I really do appreciate it. Today's video is episode 5 of The Driver's Side, my series where I interview local car enthusiasts, ask them questions about their car, how they got started in the scene, and then drive their car around. It's a whole lot of fun. Today's episode 5. I got a really special episode for you guys today. Let's get started. Let's meet our guest of the show today. All right, without further ado, let's welcome today's guest on the show today, right now. Come on over. Now is your time to shine. Come on over. Don't be shy. Come on. Hello? Hello? Here it is. This is the guest of honor today. Welcome to the show. How you doing today? What do you drive? I'm kidding, guys. The guest is not a cat today. The guest actually had to work today, but he left his car and his keys, and he said, you can film the car, do whatever you want, go have fun, have a good time. But he had to work, so we're gonna make this work as best as we can. It's still gonna be a lot of fun. So let's go check out the car. This is Dustin, has cars, 1997 Nissan Cima. It has the turbo V6. He's got a Junction Produce body kit on the exterior. He's got some rotiform wheels, some BC Racing extreme low coilovers. As you can see in the interior, we got some Junction Produce neck pads, seat covers, I don't know what to call this, butt pad, and a fabulous luxury collection steering wheel chandelier. Sick. I'm in love with this car. I've always wanted a big right-hand drive saloon. I think they're super cool, and I've always wanted one. And this is my first time being in a right-hand drive car. So yeah, there's a little bit about the car. Now let's go drive it. Dustin got off work early, so we're actually gonna do the interview in a second. I'm just gonna drive it around a little bit. Okay, let's check this thing out. Dude, this is so wild driving on this side of the road. Also, it's hot as balls today. Nice and easy, nice and easy. You don't want to break someone else's car. Also, Dustin has a very strange shift knob. I feel like I'm about to shoot a rocket out of a fighter jet. It's such a weird shape. Okay, what do you think, guys? Right or left? Right or left? Let's go right. Let's go right. Oh, nope, down. Down is right. Okay. Let's check this thing. Now, I asked Dustin if he babies his car or beats the hell out of it, and he said, I don't baby any of them, but I don't baby them either. So somewhere in there is a fine line between that. So I'm not going to destroy it, but I'm not going to baby it either, if that makes sense. I'm just going to take it for a drive. This is so weird, driving on this side of the car, and I'm absolutely loving it. I highly recommend car enthusiasts to at least once in their life. Oh yeah, he did mention the ride sucked on these coilovers. Shoot-wee. Alright. Yeah, I highly recommend a car enthusiast at some point in your life get in or drive a right-hand drive car and experience this. Because this is so weird. It's awesome. I love it. The reason the ride quality sucks is because BC Racing custom made these coilovers for him so he can later put bags instead of shocks. He's going to keep the struts, and then he's going to put bags on them and convert them. So that's why the ride quality sucks, is what he told me. Yeah, she gets up and goes. For sure, she scoots. All right, what is your name and what do you drive?
I am Dustin. People know me as Dustin Has Then Whatever the Service or Dustin Has Cars. I got a 97 Cima. I have a 2007 facelifted LS 460, and I also have a 3500 dually truck, but nobody cares about it. The love of my life.
Right behind us. All right. When did you get it? How much did you pay for it? How many miles?
December 2020. No, 2021. December 2021. And it was under $10,000. It had about 60,000 miles whenever I got it. Since then, I've put about another 40,000 miles on it.
It's not bad.
No.
And for under 10 grand,
It's an amazing deal, which is why I got it. I wanted to run around cars so I could work on my Lexus, and I was looking at beat to death Civics that they were wanting 12 grand for. And I'd always been curious where I'd drive, and then I remembered a friend, Lucas Ferretti, had bought one that was from Hashi Motion in Georgia. I looked at them. I picked out a few cars I was interested in. They said, yeah, come on down. This was my first choice, but also whenever I saw it, it's like, yeah, on the test road, like, this thing's amazing. And then I went on a 1,000-mile road trip with it, and I was like, I love this car. Forget the Lexus is stupid. This car is better in every way. Nobody agrees with me, but I love this car.
I've always wanted one of these like right-hand drive saloons. I said my next car will be right-hand drive. I'm probably looking at a couple Celsiors and stuff from like Driver Motorsport, because they got some pretty decent prices.
They're
imports.
Phenomenal. I don't know of anybody that has a complaint about them. They seem great. Yeah. It is important to distinguish that they have cars straight from Japan and cars they fix. Both are good options, but the cars they fix are going to be turnkey amazing.
Yeah, for sure. All right, what is all done to the Cima?
Got a Junction Produce body kit. You have the Junction Produce pillows in it. They're signed by Takatomi, the CEO of the company. I've got Garcon custom floor mats because I wanted red carpet to feel fancy. I was like, I don't care if it matches. We just got some like random, you can see I've got a Garcon mirror, I've got the Suna, just some of the random VIP things mixed in. I usually, if I'm driving around, have a Super Nintendo hooked up just because it fits the 90s aesthetic and it's a lot of fun.
That's pretty cool.
It's great. If you stop on a road trip, you're not even going to bust out some Mario Kart on the in-dash TV screen. It's amazing.
What is your, let's go, favorite thing and least favorite thing about the car?
My favorite thing is probably just because it's such a weird feature. On the rear body kit on the doors, it wraps around into the wheel well instead of ending where the door is. So whenever you open the door, a wider section comes out. And it gives it a smooth line, but it is a very weird detail I've never seen on a car, so it's very entertaining whenever I look at it. And on my least favorite, it's going to be that most of these parts are parts you can get in America, but it's most and not all, versus the Celsior, it's the exact same engine. This is the V6 turbo, so the engine's out of the 99 Maxima, but it's turbocharged, so mostly Maxima parts, but not all. Like, alternator went bad, I had to get that rebuilt because it's a different alternator, your injectors are different. It's very in-between mix versus some of just the turnkey same engine as the American cars. Especially the key. They don't make them anymore. I have one key. If it goes bad, I don't know what happens.
What do you plan to do next?
Sell the Lexus, which that is just so that I can fund the rest of the things I want to do. I have T-Demand Air Management. I would love to get put on the car, but I need to get the bags, and I'm going to metal wide body it because I don't know if anybody else with a metal wide body one, and I love kind of the bubblish look that you're getting from cars that are like DTM racers and things of that era, and so that's what I want. Is I want to get it not just a flare. I want it to be the car widens out where the wheels are, and so that'll be as soon as I sell the Lexus first thing, ship it off to New Jersey.
How many Taco Bell Crunchwrap Supremes do you think you can fit in your Cima?
Enough to supply Connecticut's demand for a day.
You heard it here first. Connecticut. What is your favorite wheel brand and model?
I love AG wheels. It's what I have on the Lexus, but I also really love Luxury Abstract. I love what they've been doing, and one of the dream wheels for this car would be, obviously Junction Produce makes their own wheels, and all my exterior Junction Produce. They make the Scaras. The Luxury Abstract has a collaboration Scara. So you get that design, but then the trims around the spoke are gold, which, since this car has silver and gold accents, right now that is a wheel I'm just absolutely in love with, is the Junction Produce Luxury Abstract Scaras.
Yeah. If you had to go get 3 cars tomorrow, what would they be?
Do I keep my current cars?
Yeah.
Okay, if I'm keeping my current cars.
You just had unlimited money, and tomorrow they were like, you have to go get 3 cars.
Alright. Easy number 1, my dream car is a 61 to 64 Ford Galaxy.
Okay.
Except, I gotta give back because people know the Galaxy. If I say the real answer, they don't. The country sedan. People don't know, but that is the station wagon version of the Galaxy. It has the Googie-inspired taillights. It's got an amazing look. There's one that was dropped on the ground, and it is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. So a 61, 64 Ford country sedan. Not the Country Squire for those that are really in the know. That's got the wood panel. I don't need that. I need smooth, but that's number 1. That's my dream. If it's unlimited, I'm going to say Diablo, just because it is at the perfect point of performance and old to be cool. I like older cars because if you get a new car, it's not the new car and it's less cool. If you get something like this or Diablo, it's old already, and that's why it's cool. So it's staying power.
Yeah.
And then beyond that, it's not released, but I don't think we're being that strict. Cadillac announced that they're making a performance Escalade. No question. It's like 800 horsepower. It's something stupid. I don't remember.
Like Dodge with the SRT Durango.
But Escalade. You get a
Escalade.
full-size Escalade that will run down a track hawk, and there's nothing better than that.
Why cars? What makes you passionate about cars and being a car enthusiast?
It's the idea and representation, because I enjoy it. There's fun times to be had, but mostly it's I love the culture and the community. Even though everybody wants to complain about it, I've always been a big defender of, no, car culture is amazing. There's crappy people, but I meet so many people, I get to go do fun things, and it's also just the freedom aspect of them. I'm always going on weekend trips because it's like, you can do it. I can't last minute get a flight and go places. I'm gonna hop in my car and go to the beach this weekend. And it's just that thing of it is a representation of my freedom and also my own style, because if somebody is driving in a boring mid-size SUV, you know a lot about them. It's some good, some bad, but then you see somebody with a fun car, you're like, I know a lot about you. And then you see people in a Miata and you're like, why? What are you doing with your life?
Last question I have. What advice would you give someone trying to hop into?
Say, if it's right-hand drive in general, Japan has a lot of areas that are high rust. And so you do want to inspect that, or have somebody inspect it. Obviously, if you get it from a place like Driver Motorsports, Hashi Motion, it's solid. You don't even have to worry about it.
Yeah.
But if not, you need to be pulling the Japanese auction sheets, and you need to inspect it yourself, because it's really like America. Mine has no rust issues, just like you could get a car in California with no rust issues. But you might get a car from Buffalo, New York, and it's going to be rusted out after 3 years. So you really got to look for that. Beyond that, they love up badging. It's like BMW owners. My car is a V6 turbo, it has a V8 badge. Don't assume you see a V8 badge and it has one. I don't know why they do it, but they love it. Cima, I highly recommend them. I think they're an amazing option. Anybody should jump into them. They have wildly different trim levels, so you can get very basic to, mine has leather rear reclining seats and the in-dash TV and all that. Some are very basic, wide range, which that's good, but They're really not bad. They're easy to work on. Pretty much everything does interchange. You just have to figure out what does. A few things don't, but so I love it. And don't be afraid of right-hand drive. People think it's really terrifying. It's not. Drive-throughs are inconvenient, but otherwise it's easy. You forget you're even doing it other than your wipers and your turn signal are backwards. I couldn't get that right to begin with. Now I'm wrong half the time in every car I own. The truck is different, so it's fine, but the Lexus and the Cima, I get it wrong in both of them now. If you do go right-hand drive, look up on Amazon Pile GPS speedometer, because it's $20 and it'll tell you your speed, because we're Americans and we don't speak kilometers.
Alright guys, so that is all the questions I have for Dustin. Thank you for coming on the show. I had a good time. Hope you did too.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Awesome. Do you have any shout outs, anything you want to say or give out to the world?
I want to shout out my favorite car model, Dustin Has Cars. Also, Cousin VIP for all your VIP stuff. He's awesome. And you can find me on Instagram, Dustin Has Instagram, on Threads, Dustin Has Threads. You can email me at Dustin Has Email. You can send me cash at Dustin Has Cash. Just Dustin Has whatever it is. You'll find me.
All right, you heard him here. That is about it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll roll the montage, and I'll see you in the next one.